Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Insights, the place where learning English is easy, fun, and real. I am so happy you are here with us today.
And hello to everyone listening at home, at work, maybe on the bus, or perhaps getting ready to go out tonight.
Oh, I like that. Getting ready to go out tonight. Very mysterious.
Well, today's topic is a little bit special and maybe a little bit exciting.
It really is. Today we are talking about English for dating and making connections, real phrases that feel natural.
And I want to say something before we start. This topic is not just for people who are dating. It is for anyone who wants to connect with another person, a new friend, a colleague, someone interesting you met at a party.
Exactly. Making connections is one of the most human things we do, and doing it in English, that takes a special kind of courage.
It really does. Because when you are trying to connect with someone you like, you are already nervous. And doing it in a second language makes it even harder.
So today, we are going to make it easier. Much easier.
Perfect. So where do we start? What is the very first moment of a connection?
The very first moment is the approach. That moment when you decide, okay, I am going to talk to this person.
And that moment is terrifying for most people, even in their own language.
Even for native speakers, I think the approach is universally scary.
So what do you say? What are the most natural opening lines in English?
The most important thing to know is that the best opening lines are simple and honest, not clever, not complicated, just real.
Like what?
Like, hi, I just wanted to say you have a really nice smile. Simple, direct, genuine.
That is so simple. But I think simple is actually harder than complicated because simple requires confidence.
Exactly. Anyone can memorize a clever line, but saying something simple and genuine, that takes real courage.
What are some other natural openers?
Another great one is, excuse me, I hope this is not too forward, but I would love to get to know you.
I hope this is not too forward. What does forward mean in this context?
Forward means too direct or too bold. When you say, I hope this is not too forward, you are showing self-awareness. You are saying, I know this is brave, but here I am anyway.
And people really respond to that because it is honest. You are not pretending to be cool. You are just being real.
Yes, and in English, real always wins over cool.
I love that. Real always wins over cool.
Another natural opener is based on your surroundings. Like, have you been here before? I love this place. Or, what are you reading? That looks interesting.
Oh, yes. Using your environment to start a conversation. That is so natural. It does not feel like a pickup line at all.
Because it is not. It's just a genuine question. And genuine questions always lead to real conversations.
And that is the goal. Not to impress someone, but to start a real conversation.
Exactly. Okay, so you have started the conversation. Now what?
Now comes the part where most people go wrong. They talk too much about themselves.
Oh yes, the classic mistake.
The secret to a good first conversation is not talking. It is asking good questions and actually listening to the answers.
So what are some good questions to ask someone you are interested in?
The best questions are open questions. Questions that cannot be answered with just yes or no.
Like what?
Like, what do you love about what you do? Not, do you like your job? One invites a real answer. The other closes the conversation.
That is such a good point. What do you love about what you do? That question tells the other person that you expect them to love something. It is already positive.
Yes, and another great one is, what is something you are really passionate about right now?
Oh, I love that question. It is unexpected. Most people ask, what do you do for work? But what are you passionate about right now? That gets to the heart of someone much faster.
It really does. And you learn so much more about a person from their passions than from their job title.
Absolutely. Another good one is, if you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
That is such a fun question. It opens the door to dreams and imagination, and you can tell a lot about someone from their answer.
You really can. Someone who says a quiet beach in Thailand tells you something very different from someone who says a busy market in Tokyo.
True, and both answers are interesting in different ways.
And if you are enjoying this episode right now, please give it a like and subscribe to English Insights. We make new episodes every 2 days.
Yes, and comment the word connection below right now. We want to know you are here with us today.
Comment connection. Let us see who is listening.
Okay, so we have the opener, we have the good questions. Now let us talk about compliments, because giving a sincere compliment in English is a beautiful skill.
And it is also one that many people get wrong because they either say too much or they say something that sounds like a line they rehearsed.
So what makes a compliment feel genuine in English?
3 things. It should be specific, it should be about something they chose, and it should not expect anything in return.
Can you explain each one?
Of course. Specific means instead of saying, you look nice, you say, I really love the way you put that outfit together. Specific compliments show that you actually noticed, you actually looked.
And that feels so different from a general compliment. It shows attention.
Exactly. Now, about something they chose. Complimenting someone on their eyes or their height is about something they were born with, but complimenting their style, their laugh, their energy, that is about who they are, their choices, their personality.
Oh, that is a beautiful distinction. Compliment the person, not just the appearance.
Yes, like, I love your energy. You make everyone around you feel comfortable. That kind of compliment stays with someone for a long time.
It really does. What was the third thing?
That it should not expect anything in return. A genuine compliment is a gift. You give it and you let it go. You do not stand there waiting for them to say, oh, thank you, you too.
I think people can feel the difference. When a compliment is genuine, there's a lightness to it. When it is not, there's a weight, an expectation.
Exactly. Give it lightly, like dropping a flower, not like handing someone a bill.
Like dropping a flower, not handing someone a bill. I love that.
I thought of it just now.
So let us talk about something that I think is very important. How do you show interest without being too intense?
Oh, this is so important because there is a very fine line between showing you are interested and making someone feel uncomfortable.
What are the signs of healthy interest in English conversation?
The biggest one is asking follow-up questions. When someone tells you something, you respond with a question about what they just said.
Like they say, I just got back from a trip to Portugal. And instead of saying, oh, cool, you say, oh, wow. What was your favorite moment?
Yes, that is the difference between hearing someone and listening to someone. Follow-up questions show you are actually listening.
And that is incredibly attractive to most people. Being truly listened to is rare.
It really is. Another great phrase that shows interest is, tell me more about that. It's so simple, but it tells the other person, I want to hear more. I'm not done listening to you.
Tell me more about that. I'm going to use that today.
Good. And another one that's really interesting. I never thought about it that way. That phrase shows that they said something that changed your thinking. That is very powerful.
Because everyone wants to feel like their words have an effect, like what they say matters.
Exactly. Now, let us talk about the moment everyone is nervous about, asking someone out. How do you suggest getting together in English naturally without it feeling awkward?
Oh, yes. This is the big one. The moment that makes everyone's heart beat a little faster.
Even just talking about it makes me nervous.
Me too. Okay, so the most natural way to ask someone out in English is to make it low pressure. Not a big deal, just a casual invitation.
So instead of saying, would you like to go on a date with me, which sounds very formal and heavy,
You say something like, I would really love to continue this conversation over coffee sometime. Are you free this week?
yes, that is so much lighter. It is connected to what is already happening, the conversation, and it gives them an easy way to say yes.
And the phrase sometime is very useful here. It takes the pressure off. You are not demanding a specific day immediately. You are just opening a door.
Another natural one is, I'm going to this great little cafe on Saturday. You should come if you are around.
Oh, I love that one. You should come if you are around. It is so casual, almost like you were just mentioning it, not asking.
And that works because it doesn't put them in a situation where they feel they have to say yes or no directly. It just opens a possibility.
What if they say yes? What do you say next?
If they say yes, you say something warm and simple like, that's great, I'm really looking forward to it. And then you exchange contact details naturally, like, what is the best way to reach you?
What is the best way to reach you? That is much more natural than, can I have your number? It respects their choice of communication.
Exactly. Some people prefer Instagram, some prefer WhatsApp. When you ask, what is the best way to reach you, you let them decide.
That is a very respectful and modern way to do it.
Now, what if they say no? Because this is important too. How do you handle rejection gracefully in English?
Oh, yes. This is something many people are afraid of, the no.
But handling a no gracefully is actually one of the most impressive things a person can do. It shows maturity. It shows confidence.
So what do you say?
You say, of course, no problem at all. I really enjoyed talking with you. And you mean it.
That is it? That simple?
That simple. You do not push. You do not explain yourself. You do not make them feel guilty. You just accept it with grace and move forward.
And that leaves a very good impression. Even though they said no, they walk away thinking that was a really kind person.
Exactly. And sometimes people change their minds later. But even if they do not, you walked away with your dignity. And that is always worth more.
I love that. Your dignity is always worth more.
Let me share a little story here. I remember the first time I had to express interest in someone in English, not in my language, in English.
Oh, tell me, what happened?
I had met someone at a language exchange event. We had been talking for almost an hour. It felt very easy and natural, and I wanted to say, I would really like to see you again.
And did you say it?
I practiced it in my head about 10 times first, and then I said it wrong. I said, I would really like to see you more.
See you more? What did they say?
They laughed, but kindly, and then they said, I think you mean again. I would like to see you again. And then they said, I would like that too.
That is such a beautiful story.
And the mistake did not matter at all, because the feeling behind the words was clear, and that is the whole point.
The feeling behind the words is always more important than the words themselves.
Always. And if you are still listening right now, we are so proud of you. Comment connection below if this episode is helping you.
Yes, comment connection. Let us celebrate together.
Now, let us talk about texting and messaging, because so much of modern connection happens through a phone screen.
Oh, yes. And texting in English is a whole skill on its own.
It really is. So, what are some natural things to say when you message someone you like for the first time?
The most natural first message after meeting someone is to reference something from your conversation. Like, hey, I looked up that restaurant you mentioned. It looks amazing.
Yes, that shows you were listening and that you remembered something specific they said.
Another natural first message is, hey, it was really nice meeting you today. I hope we can catch up soon.
I hope we can catch up soon. That is so warm and gentle. Not pushy, not demanding, just open.
And catch up is such a natural phrase. It means to meet and talk again after some time apart.
What about when you want to keep the conversation going over messages? What do you say?
The best way to keep a conversation going is to ask one genuine question at the end of every message. Not two, not three, just one.
Why just one?
Because one question feels like natural curiosity. Multiple questions feels like an interview.
Nobody wants to feel like they are being interviewed by someone they just met.
Exactly. So just one, and make it something you actually want to know the answer to.
And what about expressing feelings? If things are going well and you want to say, I really like you, how do you say that naturally in English?
Oh, this one is special because in English, how you say something is as important as what you say.
So what is the most natural way to express that you have feelings for someone?
The most natural way is to be honest and simple. You can say, I really enjoy spending time with you. I feel very comfortable around you. I think you are a really special person.
Those 3 phrases build up naturally. You do not have to jump straight to, I have feelings for you. You can arrive there gently.
Yes, I really enjoy spending time with you is the door. I feel very comfortable around you is the hallway. I think you are a really special person is the room.
I love that. A door, a hallway, a room.
And you give the other person time to walk through each one. You do not rush them.
That patience and gentleness is one of the most attractive things in any language.
So let us recap everything we talked about today.
We started with natural opening lines. Simple, genuine, real over cool.
We talked about asking good open questions. What do you love about what you do? What are you passionate about right now?
We talked about giving genuine compliments. Specific, about what they chose, without expectation.
We talked about showing interest through follow-up questions and phrases like, tell me more about that.
We talked about asking someone out naturally, low pressure, casual, just opening a door.
We talked about handling rejection gracefully. Of course, no problem at all. I really enjoyed talking with you.
We talked about texting, referencing the conversation, asking one genuine question, keeping it warm and open.
And we talked about expressing feelings gently. Door, hallway, room.
And the most important thing of all, the feeling behind the words is always more important than the words themselves. Your English does not need to be perfect to make a real connection. It just needs to be honest.
Because connection is not about impressing someone. It is about letting someone see you, the real you. And that needs no translation.
That needs no translation. I love that.
And before we go, here is your bonus tip for today. This week, practice one opening line, just one. Say it out loud to yourself until it feels natural, until it feels like yours. Because when it feels like yours, it will sound genuine to everyone else too.
One line, out loud, until it feels like you. That is all.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today on English Insights. If this episode helped you or made you smile, please give it a like and share it with a friend who needs it.
Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We make new episodes every 2 days, and we would love to have you back.
And comment connection below one more time, because every person who comments is part of this beautiful community we are building together.
We love every single one of you here at English Insights. You are brave for learning. You are brave for trying, and you are brave for opening your heart in a language that is not your own.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now. Keep connecting. Keep growing. We will see you very soon.